Welcome back to Crypto Front. This is the front line where we are fighting together side by side for financial freedom. So yeah, earlier today I was making a post saying that today is a very critical day for JASMY, and you should be turning on the notifications because I'm gonna come up with a video and explain what's what here. So I delayed a little bit because I was waiting for us to get closer and closer to the daily candle close so that my thesis would actually make total sense here for JASMY. So yeah, I'm gonna be showing you what exactly my thoughts are right there with JASMY. But before we start, I want to kindly ask you to help me spread the video by delicately tapping the like button. It really helps the YouTube algorithm, and people looking for JASMY content will now be able to find this video much more easily. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe because I do TA on JASMY and a number of other different altcoins on a regular basis. I don't want to run my mouth too much, so let me just go ahead and explain what's what. You see on the screen, I have drawn some arrows 1, 2, 3, 4, and the fifth one here. You see, this actually have been like inflection points here on the JASMY price. The price has risen, kind of consolidated, and then from these moments here where we have got arrows, this is when the price is actually started moving and pushing towards the upside, and we have had massive swings here come for the JASMY price. Now we are living in such a moment right now, and these moments, just as I've been explaining over the last few months, the last few weeks or something like that, these moments have actually been determined by the 50 daily moving average here for JASMY, and you can go as far back as 2021 even and see the same kind of phenomenon right there. So you see, you flip the 50 daily moving average and you're pushing with very big numbers. Actually, if I may just give you a few examples here we're looking at maybe a 380%. So that's great actually, and maybe this one right here we're looking at a 115% or something like that. So they've actually all been good. I mean, even this one was also pretty good, and you can see a 130%. So yeah, those ones we really don't count them so much because the inflation was too big right there for JASMY. I mean, a lot of tokens were just being unlocked at that point, so I wouldn't count that very much. I want to count where there was much more stability in the supply of JASMY. But getting to the main point here with JASMY is that yeah, we are at a point like that also today, where in the past when we have interacted with this 50 daily moving average, the line that you are seeing here, that is actually acted as support and indicated strength here for JASMY. So what I've been waiting to see for quite some time is, yeah, for JASMY to get off of the support that it was having, which I'll show you in a minute. And obviously we're seeing a 120-something% pump. That's great. Now, the issue here, just as it has been in the past, is to turn this into a support level and indicate that we still have got strength to push towards the upside. So still the condition that we need here is this daily candle that we have today. As you can see, the last 2 days that we have had, yes, price has been negative, but look, it has actually just been supported on that 50 daily moving average once again. If I may zoom in nice and easy, you have a clear understanding of exactly what I'm talking about. Even the candle that we had yesterday, it was a doji candle, but still it was just supported that 50 daily moving average once again. So the candle that we are having today, which I was saying today is critical, is looking at this point below the 50 daily moving average. At the time of recording this video, we still have got like 2 more hours to close today. So yeah, maybe something is going to happen and we're going to end up closing above that 50 daily moving average, and yeah, the price would be about 1.36 at this point. So if the price closes above 1.36 cents here for JASMY, I think yeah, that is a good scenario that we want to see because still we're maintaining that bullish momentum. However, if things continue like this and we're closing candles below the 50 daily moving average once again, yeah, this is indicating that JASMY is either weak or we're going to be going for a moment like this one here where we go sideways for a very long time. So of course I'm saying sideways, but even the sideways action can actually also bring some massive pumps, which you can see here. For example, this was a 70% pump towards the upside. Then of course you see a drop of 50-something%, and you continue to do something like this unless and until you have a decisive breakout of that 50 daily moving average, back test it with strength, and then you're looking to push towards the upside. So this is what I'm going to be looking forward to here for JASMY. I think maybe I didn't do a great job explaining how this has actually happened in the past, and you can see here that you break above the 50 daily moving average, a few next daily candles just come back here, kiss that line, and then they're pushing towards the upside. So that was also the case right in this moment here too. You can clearly see those nice and clean back tests, and yeah, pushing the price even way higher. I mean, we can go as far back as this moment where even this candle was a crazy one with a week, but the following candles just were back testing that 50 daily moving average, kissing it, and then pushing towards the upside once again. So these are the kind of things that I'm looking forward to here for JASMY. However, if we close today's daily candle below that 50 daily moving average. I think we're expecting much more sideways here for JASMY. So the other thing is that we are headed into Easter weekend, and what we know is that most of global markets or financial markets are going to be closed. I want to believe that most governments in the world related, to the Christian religion. So how does this affect the JASMY price? I think that it's going to be one of those moments where we have got like very low liquidity in the market. So the price action is going to be very much rapid and very much volatile, right? So it's going to be an extended weekend, I think, until Monday, and from Tuesday maybe things get back to normal once again. It's not every country that is going to have their financial markets closed. It's most of them. This is just my opinion, right? But it is what it is. So yeah, we'll be looking to see what happens here with JASMY. But ideally speaking, what we want is a candle close above that 1.36 cents that I was talking about. Other than that, it's looking like, yeah, we are still weak here for JASMY. We haven't confirmed any strength, because if we take a look at the weekly time frame, let's not forget that this has been actually very much epic and very much textbook. You can see here that this was support, and at this moment as we are standing, it just looks like it's a back test rejecting the price. And yeah, if things go the opposite way, we can actually be sent lower here for JASMY. So for us to keep that bullish momentum, I think the 50 daily moving average is going to be very key in the coming few days or stuff like that. So yeah, but on a different note altogether, it's not like all that bad, right? We've actually been taking some trades in our trading group on our Discord, so I want to invite you to this one. You can see some of the biggest hits of the week. I think today is Thursday, right? We still have got 3 more days to go. I'll update you on those other trades that we have taken. But S&T earlier this week was actually bringing us something like a 300 something percent. JASMY was bringing us 82%. I think some of that is still open. Then I don't know how to pronounce this, but it really doesn't matter. The money is much more important. Was bringing us 427%. And Pi Network almost 200% by there. That was fantastic. Then of course we've got another trade on Pi, 97%. Strax is one that we actually still holding today, 130 something percent. And then RIFC was also bringing us 210%. So what I was getting to is that when we can take advantage of the volatility that we see on every single altcoin, we can try to turn it into our own advantage. And if you're serious about making money, you should be joining the trading group, and the link is going to be somewhere there in the description. Some people may say, you know what, I don't know anything about trading, but I think I've got you covered, because I've got this technical analysis toolkit with up to 42 videos, and you can learn everything from the beginning until the end. Of course, we are doing calls and stuff like that, so feel free to ask anything that you want. By the way, this course is actually free and is part of the Patreon membership, so yeah, feel free to check that out as well. I want to thank you so much for watching the video. If you could, please delicately tap the like button, share the video with your friends and family, and then I'll see you on the next one. Take good care of yourselves. Bye bye.